The boy from nowhere. When I met Chike, he was a poor student who had just immigrated to the United States, carrying nothing but a battered suitcase, a full scholarship letter, and a smile that could melt the coldest winter morning in Chicago. He was handsome in that effortless way that men from home tend to be, the kind of handsome that does not know it is handsome, and that, I would later understand, is the most dangerous kind of all. I spotted him in the hallway outside the Department of Business Administration on a Tuesday in late September. He was standing beside the notice board, reading it with such concentration you would have thought he was decoding a government secret. He wore a gray hoodie that was at least one size too big and white trainers that had clearly walked a long way to get to America. I almost walked past him. Almost. Something stopped me. Call it instinct, call it loneliness. I had been in for a while because I had not yet found what I was looking for, or call it the particular way the afternoon light fell through the corridor window and caught his profile at precisely the moment I turned. I slowed my steps. "What are you studying?" He turned, and his eyes, warm, brown, entirely unhurried, and landed on me without alarm, as if he had been expecting me. "Business administration," he said. His accent was thick Nigerian, but his voice was quiet and careful, each word considered before it was released. "You?" "Same department," I said. "I am Sandra. Call me Chike." We talked for 20 minutes in that corridor. He was funny without trying to be, intelligent without showing off, and when he listened, he did so with his whole body turned toward you, still, like you were the only frequency in the room. By the time we exchanged numbers, I had already decided, in that unspoken way a woman knows things about a man before she ought to, that this one was different. I was right about that. I was just wrong about what different would eventually mean. Our friendship grew in the way that good things grow slowly, without forcing. We studied together in the library on Wednesday evenings. We shared notes. He called me once to ask whether I had seen a particular professor's email about an assignment deadline and stayed on the phone with me for 2 hours talking about everything else. He began calling me his African queen, first as a joke, and then with a softness in his voice that made it feel like something much more serious than a nickname. By December we were together, though I cannot tell you exactly when the crossing happened. I mean when friendship folded gently over into love. It was like asking exactly when dawn becomes morning. There is no precise moment. You simply look up and realize the sky has changed. Chike, in those early months, was the kind of man that women write about in journals they keep under mattresses. He remembered small things that I disliked. Cilantro, that my mother's birthday fell in March, that I had once mentioned in passing a restaurant I had wanted to try on Michigan Avenue. He showed up one Friday evening, dressed properly for the first time since I had known him, holding a single yellow rose. "I made a reservation," he said simply. I wore my good dress. We ate and laughed and split one dessert between us because neither of us had enough money for 2. It was one of the best nights of my life. I remember thinking that poverty, when it is shared with the right person, barely feels like poverty at all, because true love is like a hidden treasure. It is difficult to find, but it is out there.